The dark side of van building. Now that's something not a lot of people talk about. When you look for van builds, it's kind of a fast-paced, fast motion from start to finish. Sometimes you see them, doing bits, but there's bits that are missed. You don't see the thoughts that go behind the scenes on the planning part. And if you're looking for a van build video, then this particular video is not going to be the one. This is more about how I've approached it, how I've motivated myself and continue to motivate myself. When you're working, you've got to think ahead. Every move you do, you have to think several paces forward, because a lot of the times if I'm sealing something up, if the van has a problem, mechanical, or results in an accident or whatever and has to have work done to it, I need to be able to remove things fairly easily. And I thought this was a long wheelbase, but I suspect it's only a short wheelbase. And because I've kept these 3 seats here which come back, they roll forward here and they come to this position in front of me. So behind me there doesn't leave a lot of space, and I've got the wheel arches to contend with. So the whole time I'm working, I'm trying to think ahead of having access from the doors. I've got 2 doors. Having access, the bed, even though I'm only short, the bed I've got is quite, well, it's the maximum I could possibly fit in here. But even so, if I roll the seats forward, I'm going to have a problem because the bed's going to be in the way. Likewise, if I put any furniture on this side, it might come a little bit further forward than the door opening, which a lot of people do. I'm going to have the same problem. So whatever I have there has to be moved when I need to roll the seat back and put it into position. So yeah, it's about keeping myself motivated. Now, several times usually when I get overtired, I will do something and it hasn't worked out, or I haven't thought it through, or I'm not happy with the result. I get that overwhelming surge and lack of confidence and feel like, oh, what the hell am I doing at 73? Why am I clambering around doing this? And that's, it's a natural thing. But what I found works for me is I say, come on, Mel, regroup, even though there's only me, myself and I. But I'll go and have a drink or something to eat, go for a walk, go and feed the chickens or something, and just going away from it and immediately. I think that's the crux. Quite often you drive yourself to wanting to finish it because you're losing time and you're rushing and what have you, and we put this time limit on how long something should take. And that in itself is a danger, I've found, because what I do is I put unrealistic expectations on myself. And that comes from your time at work. We're all put under that pressure. We've got to perform better. And when you think about it, it's like the high jump, long jump running races these days. They keep breaking the records. Now, those records were set years ago, like 100 years ago. And so we as humans are being pushed and pushed constantly to do things quickly, do things faster, do things better. And that's a huge responsibility. And when you hit retirement, you need to slow down. And I noticed the other day, this is something I've been trying to practice. And before I drift off, because just quite often what I do, if you initially starting to feel overwhelmed, that's what I do, is I get away from the situation. And once you break that boundary of that work project and you see another room, another space and time, you can regroup or restart, push the reset button. And going slowly is something, or slower, is something that I've learnt to do now. And now when I'm driving, when I'm approaching a hill behind a truck that's towing another trailer and going, and I know it's going to go slow up that hill. It'll be chopping down in the gears. But now I stay behind that, within a safe distance, of course. And I'm creeping up and I'm allowing all the other traffic to come up behind me and pass me and the truck. And the peace, just by doing that one thing, it's kind of rebellious, but just doing that one time of slowing down compared to everyone else, you start to look around at the scenery beside you, out your peripheral, you can see all sorts of things. In fact, the other day, while travelling behind the truck, I noticed there was a guy on the side of the road selling oysters. I would never have seen that. I would have just been like the rest of them, charging along, getting to my destination, you know, double quick time, breaking records to get to the shops to do my grocery shopping. And at the end of the day, what does it matter? What does it matter if I'm 3 minutes later? But yeah, the importance of hitting a snag and saying to yourself, come on, regroup, that has spared me a lot of grief. And the other thing that I'm making myself do is stop and look at what I've done already and say, well, you know, when I'm feeling down and I'm thinking I'm not achieving enough, I look at what I've done and I think, and I've taken some video of, you know, the different stages, and when I look at them, I think, yeah, I have done a lot and I have succeeded. I'm happy with what I've done, and the challenges that I've faced may seem sort of trivial, I suppose, to some, but to me, they are quite a challenge. But I've got there, and I will continue to get there, because at the end of the day, if I could just sit on the couch and dream about possibilities, where's that getting me? If I can carry on and get this as my new home, I will be well pleased with myself. Now, the dark side is what I'm talking about, the motivation, the challenges of every day getting over procrastination, lack of confidence, coming out here and saying to yourself, come on, let's get into it and let's do it. It can be quite challenging. But I'll tell you what, having this YouTube channel, when I first started out, all I was looking at was recording my life for my grandchildren. And because my memory is so bad, that I thought, well, I'll be able to go back and look at old videos and check out things that I was doing. And I was useless at keeping a diary. It'd start off in January, and by February it would be petering out to once of 38 days or something. But this channel has been such a boost to me, because without a doubt, every single person who's ever written a comment has been so supportive and so encouraging. And whenever I've said something, they haven't come back immediately and said, oh, what a stupid idea. You know, what the hell do you think you're doing at 73, living in a camper, in a van, and trying to do it yourself? No one's ever said that. And I've thought to myself, without that encouragement, I doubt that I would have actually got this far. And I sincerely mean that. I mean that with all the beautiful comments and encouraging words that you've all given me over the year that I've been making videos, has been such a wonderful, spiritually gifted thing to me, and I so appreciate it, because it's in those times when you think, oh, I can't do this. And I only have to read a random comment, and it's such a beautiful, loving, thoughtful comment. I think, well, someone has got confidence in me. Someone believes in me. And I think in your darkest hours and your darkest days, someone else's support like that, standing on the sideline as you run to do that high jump, saying, come on, Mal, you can do it, means the world. It really does. It's the difference between achieving and not achieving. So if you're still with me, I really, really do appreciate you, and thank you so much for being with me now. And I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you are being encouraged by someone out there, and you're able to reach the goals and find the stars that you're aiming for. So until next time, bye for now.